Okay, you guys, this is Bill from Fix Your Old Telescope Land. This is my ETX 90. It's probably about 25 years old. It's really nice though, and the problem is that I haven't looked at it in probably 15 years, and it sat in a closet. And so when I went to try to, I got interested in it because I bought this little deal here that's going to, my camera hooks up to it. I don't know if you can see it here. Let's see if we can see it here. This little thing right here hooks up to the camera, my iPhone 7 Plus, and I've been taking terrestrial pictures outside with it all day long. But the problem is inside here, the motor just was froze up. Now, well, I wish I had made a video from the start, but if you remove the bottom half of this, you remove the 3 screws on the bottom, and you come across a printed circuit board that holds 3 AA batteries. And I took that printed circuit board out, and my God, it was all corroded, and it was really a mess. And so I tried cleaning it, and I broke a couple of wires off of it that feed the motor, and I couldn't trace the wires back to the motor. I tried the motor. I snipped the wires to the motor and touched them to a 1.5 volt battery, and the motor ran. But the problem was the telescope didn't turn. The gears in the gearbox was completely frozen. It's as though the grease in it just turned into glue or something. And these little plastic gears, and there's many of them, it just wouldn't turn. So what I did was I opened up the little plastic housing, gear housing. The way I did that, there's a aluminum plate on the top and on the bottom holding all these gears. It's like a watch inside. And what I did was I took my soldering iron and I just melted a slice of it, and then I was able to get in there with a pair of needle nose pliers and literally break away the whole side of the whole gear assembly. It sounds kind of messy, but it all holds together pretty nice. And when I got it all open, the gears were there. I sprayed the heck out of it with WD-40. And I let it sit for about 5, 10, 15 minutes. And then I came back and I could grab the gears with my index finger and my thumb, and I could wiggle them back and forth until they started turning. And I thought, wow, that's cool. So I got that going. I was able to get that gearbox thing fixed. Then all I did was, and here's the thing, I took the circuit board right out. I thought, well, there's nothing really electronic that this thing runs except the motor. And it has a north and south function, which means the printed circuit board is either on or off, turning the motor, or it reverses the cycle, the plus minus. And what I discovered was, and I bought one of these little, well, I actually had one laying around, a little AA pack of batteries. I put 2 AA's in to make 3 volts because I thought, well, what the heck, let's try it. And I started, and I took my thing and I set it at 0, 0, the little azimuth, which has got 24 units, 1 for every hour of the day, and it was running it ran 2 hours in 1 hour. And I thought, well, okay, let's take the battery out, and I made a spacer out of a screw, which you can see here. There's a screw. It's one of those toilet holder screws. It's really kind of weird. What I did was I hooked it up. No, I'm making a video. And so what I did then was I held it up to a AA battery and I screwed a bolt on it, and then I put it in a vise and just hacksawed it off exactly the length of one AA battery. And I ground down the sides so they have a nice connection, and I stuck it in there instead of a battery. Now what I did was I tested it again. I reset the azimuth to 0, 0, turned it on, and sure enough, 1 hour later, it showed 1 hour on the clock, and it was moving in the right direction. If it wasn't, all I had to do is reverse the polarity on just flip the batteries around. And this little thing here was nothing. I don't know. I put a little switch on it, if you can see here. I put a little on and off switch to turn it on and off. So I just leave it wired up. When you remove the circuit board from the bottom, it leaves 2 holes, one for the north-south and one for the on and off. So I just ran the wires through, just a regular, this is a regular extension cord wire. I tied a knot on the other side so that even though this thing hangs down, it's not tugging on the motor connections, it's tugging on the little knot on the other side of the cable here, so that won't hurt anything. And it works like a brand new unit. I can't believe it. You know, you got to tighten this thing down first. This is, you know, if that's loose, your azimuth won't turn left or right. So guess what? I don't know. One of these things, brand new, is probably around $500-600. If you got one laying in your closet and it doesn't work, get it out and take it apart and replace just throw the circuit board out and hook it directly up to a battery, and bingo. And like I say, in my case, I had to literally pry open the sides of the gearbox to get the gears were just kind of fused together with this. It was old grease that just turned into, I don't know, sludge, or it was like peanut butter or something, and it was awful. But I mean, a lot of WD-40, and it all kind of cleaned up, and a little gentle wiggling back and forth with your fingers, and then all the gears started turning. And so I hope this is informational for you. I can't wait to try it out tomorrow. I've been taking terrestrial photographs with this thing, and they work good. And I took the thing all apart, cleaned all the lenses and everything, and I just been having a ball with it. So good luck, everybody, with your telescope, your old telescope.